COVID is lashing our shores with recurrent waves. India is witnessing the devastating second wave. A few countries, the third wave. One definite weapon against the deadly virus is a vaccine. Yes, vaccines give protection against the disease and helps arrest the spread of the pandemic. From the 1st May onwards, Government of India has approved anyone above the age of 18 to get inoculated. What are the vaccines available in India? How safe they are? Let's discuss in this video. Hello and welcome. I am Dr. Arun Naik, a neurosurgeon. I am not a virologist or an ID specialist, but I treat COVID patients having a brain stroke. Many of my subscribers wanted a video on COVID vaccines, and here is the result. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing to DocLogs. Now, why you should get a COVID vaccine? A COVID vaccine might prevent you from getting COVID-19 infection depending on the virus load on exposure. Even if you contract the virus, you may not become seriously ill or die due to COVID-19. Vaccine is also shown to arrest the spreading of COVID-19 virus to others. As in any pandemic, as the number of vaccinated people in a community increases, it will be harder for the virus to spread. Once the virus finds it difficult to spread and replicate, it will fail to mutate, and then the herd immunity in the community will eventually stop the virus, and ultimately the virus dies out. But that will take a while till the significant population is inoculated. Now, which vaccines are available in India? As of now, 3 COVID vaccines are approved in India. Number 1, Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine called Covishield, manufactured by world's biggest vaccine producer, Serum Institute of India. This is a viral vector type of vaccine. The vaccine is made from a weakened version of a common cold virus known as an adenovirus from chimpanzees. It is modified to look and feel more like a coronavirus, although it can't cause the disease. When the vaccine is injected into a person, it prompts the immune system to start making antibodies and primes it to attack any coronavirus infection in the future. The jab is administered in 2 doses given between 4 to 12 weeks apart. The reported efficacy of Covishield is around 70%. Number 2, Bharat Biotech ICMR NIV vaccine called Covaxin. Now, Covaxin is an inactivated vaccine, which means that it is made up of actually killed coronaviruses, making it safe to be injected into the body. When administered, immune cells can still recognize the dead virus and prompt the immune system to make antibodies against the virus. The 2 doses are given 4 weeks apart. The vaccine has an efficacy of about 81%. Number 3, Sputnik V vaccine by Russia and China. This is the latest arrival. This is also a viral vector vaccine like Covishield. Dr. Reddy's laboratories will be importing the vaccine from Russia. Unlike Covishield and Covaxin, Sputnik uses 2 different versions of the vaccine for the first and the second dose given 21 days apart. They both target the coronavirus's distinctive spike but use different vectors. That is, the neutralized virus that carries the spike to the body. The idea is that by using 2 different formulae boosts the immune system even more than using the same version twice and may give longer lasting protection. This supposedly has a 92% efficacy and is already tried in many countries. Does the COVID vaccine protect us against the COVID-19 variants or mutants? The COVID-19 vaccines were developed based on the S protein of the virus before it contained the mutations identified in the variants. Research has shown that COVID vaccines have lower efficacy against the variants but are supposed to provide protection against severe COVID infection even if you get a COVID. Now, can you get a COVID infection with a COVID vaccine? Friends, this is the main reason for vaccine hesitancy in the initial days due to bad media coverage. No, the COVID vaccines don't use the live virus that causes COVID. Keep in mind that it will take 4 weeks for your body to build immunity after getting a COVID vaccination. As a result, it's still possible that you could become infected with the virus that causes COVID just before or after being vaccinated. You can't blame the vaccine here. Antibodies develop after 30 days of second dose. Now, what are the possible side effects of a COVID vaccine? A COVID vaccine can cause mild side effects after the first or the second dose. I had Covishield vaccine and I had mild pain and swelling in the local area. Other symptoms are fever, fatigue, headache, muscle pain, chills, joint pain, nausea, vomiting, feeling unwell, and swollen lymph nodes in the armpits. You will be monitored for 30 minutes after getting a COVID vaccine to see if you have an immediate reaction. Most side effects happen within the first 3 days after vaccination and typically last only 1 to 2 days. A COVID vaccine may cause side effects similar to signs and symptoms of COVID-19 infection. If you have been exposed to a COVID patient and you develop symptoms more than 3 days after getting the vaccine, or the symptoms last more than 2 days, self-isolate yourself and get yourself tested. Now, what are the signs of an allergic reaction for a COVID vaccine? Commonest sign of an allergic reaction is shortness of breath or wheezing. Other symptoms are swelling of the lips, eyes or tongue, redness, swelling or itchiness in the area of the body other than the limb in which the vaccine was given. If you have any signs of an allergic reaction, get help right away. This reaction might mean you are allergic to the vaccine or its ingredients. You might not be able to get a second dose of the same vaccine. However, you might be able to get a different vaccine for your second dose with, of course, limited doubtful efficacy. Is it okay to take an over-the-counter pain medication before or after getting a COVID vaccine? Painkiller medication before a COVID vaccine is not advised. It's not clear how these medications might impact the effectiveness of the vaccine. However, it's okay to take this painkiller medication after getting a vaccine. I always advise paracetamol tablets for such symptoms. Now, what are the long-term side effects of the COVID vaccine? Because COVID vaccines clinical trials started in the summer of 2020, we don't know about the long-term side effects. But usually, there are no long-term side effects of any vaccine. Can you get a vaccine if you have a history of allergic reactions? Friends, if you have a food or seasonal allergy or severe allergic reactions to some injections, you may still get a COVID vaccine. Of course, you will be monitored for 30 minutes after getting the vaccine. Can you get a vaccine if you have an existing health condition? Yes. Diabetes, heart disease, brain stroke, hypertension, all these patients can get a COVID jab, as long as you haven't had an allergic reaction to a COVID vaccine or any of its ingredients. We have no idea of effect of COVID vaccines in people who have weakened immune system or autoimmune conditions. The next question asked is, should you get the COVID vaccine even if you already had COVID infection? Getting COVID-19 might offer some natural protection or immunity from reinfection with the virus, but it's not clear how long this protection lasts. Because reinfection is possible and COVID-19 can cause severe medical complications, it's recommended that people who have already had COVID-19 get a vaccine. If you have had COVID-19, you might delay vaccination for about 60 days after your diagnosis. Should you wear mask after getting a COVID vaccine? Absolutely yes. You should wear mask. You may still get the infection, but you will not be severely affected, and worst, you will be asymptomatic. Bigger worry is you can still transmit the virus to others, defeating the very purpose of vaccination. Friends, let's be responsible citizens and save humanity this time. Who should not take the vaccine? As of now, Government of India recommends these subset of population not to get the jab done. Number 1, pregnant and lactating women, because trial data is limited. Number 2, children below the age of 18, because it is not tested in that age group. Number 3, people with allergic reaction to the first dose of the vaccine or allergic to the content of the vaccine. Number 4, currently COVID infected patients should never take the jab before 8 weeks of infection. Can people on blood thinner tablets or anticoagulants take the vaccine? People on a single blood thinner tablet, yes, you can take the jab. If you are on multiple blood thinner tablets or heavy anticoagulants, take your physician's opinion. If your primary disease prevents you from stopping blood thinners, you can take risk and get the jab still. However, I stop heavy anticoagulants 2 days before a vaccine if that is alright from the disease perspective. Can you take 2 different vaccines? Means first dose of Covishield and second dose of Covaxin? No. You are supposed to take the same type of vaccine on both the occasions. Single dose of either of these may not produce enough antibodies in you. But if you are allergic to the first vaccine, you can still opt for a different second vaccine with a doubtful efficacy. After a COVID vaccine, how to find out if you have antibodies and are protected? Friends, it's not necessary, but I checked mine. There is a test in selected labs for measuring the S protein antibodies. I checked mine and I had a result of 1977, which is a robust immunogenic response. So friends, vaccine is the only effective weapon against this pandemic. Let's spread the knowledge of vaccine. Don't listen to those social media health experts. We are in the field of COVID as doctors, and we know it's working in me and my colleagues who were tested for antibodies. So take home message, friends. Number 1, take the vaccine early, as soon as possible. Number 2, Covaxin or Covishield doesn't matter. Both work and both are found to generate a good immunogenic response. Number 3, vaccine is very, very safe and you won't get the COVID infection. Chances of dying due to a COVID vaccine is the same as you getting killed in an air crash. So don't hesitate, get your jab done at the earliest. With that, friends, we have come to the end of this video. Thanks for watching and hope you found this video helpful. Share this video in all your social media circles and let it benefit all. If you're new here, please consider subscribing to DocLogs. Don't miss my video on home treatment for COVID. I'll be back with another equally interesting DocLog very soon. Till then, feel awesome, live awesome, and take good care of your health. And yes, get your jab done as soon as possible.
This feeling's running high.